No hammer? No problem. Let's talk about Thor Ragnarok. The MCU's Phase 3 continues with this film as it is directed by Taika Waititi, and this was a huge turning point for the Thor movies. As with this film, we see Thor imprisoned on the other side of the universe, without his mighty hammer, as he's in a race against time to get back to Asgard to prevent Ragnarok from happening. And at the same time, there's this all-powerful new threat, Hela, who is trying to take over Asgard. But first, in order for Thor to get all the way over there, he must survive this gladiator battle against the Incredible Hulk, who is a friend from work. But with how this Thor film is, it is hilarious from beginning to end. We see Chris Hemsworth coming back as Thor, and as always, he is mighty as ever, godlike, super shredded, super ripped, and this time with shorter hair. And Chris Hemsworth, he nails it with comedy. He was hilarious in this film, but yet mighty as ever. To which we also do see Tom Hiddleston's Loki come back, missive as ever, but yet always super entertaining to watch on screen. As we do get Cate Blanchett as the antagonist Hela, who was a pretty good antagonist in this. We do see Idris Elba come back as Heimdall, Jeff Goldblum in this as the Grandmaster, who was just Jeff Goldblum, but at the same time, super entertaining and funny. We do see Tessa Thompson as the badass Valkyrie, kicking a lot of ass. Carl Urban as Scourge. Mark Ruffalo returning as Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk. More goofy than ever, but yet still pretty funny. And we do have Anthony Hopkins back as Odin. And with the characters in this, they were great. They had their times to shine. They were funny. Some of them a bit too hilarious. But the ones that stole the show was Korg and Meek. The revolution has begun. But with this film being hilarious, it just works. Because this was a new direction for the Thor character, for the Thor films. Because at the time, Chris Hemsworth, he was getting tired of the role. With how the first Thor was, Avengers, Age of Ultron, and Thor The Dark World, he was just getting bored with the character. So with them going into this direction, it made him enjoy the character more. And it made the audience enjoy the character more, as many say this is the best Thor film, and I have to agree. But with how this film is, it does have awesome action moments, great fight scenes. We get great Thor mighty moments, we get great Hulk incredible moments, and its missive Loki moments, as well as Valkyrie being a badass. I will say though, I loved how we got more of Heimdall. It felt like he had something more to do in this film. With this film, I loved how colorful it looked, how vibrant it was, and I loved the score in this too. And what's interesting about this film, I believe it was said that 80% of it was improvised. Like the get help scene, that was actually Tom Hiddleston's idea, and that pretty much worked. I will say though, there were some character deaths in this that I think could have been better, yet some of those characters had more potential. Really, my flaw with this film is that they just wasted some of these characters and just had them killed off like chumps. Which is why I am glad that Jamie Alexander's Lady Sif wasn't in this film. But regardless of that, this was such a great Thor movie. I do believe it might be the best one, but at the same time, this was such a breath of fresh air for the character. Overall, with Thor Ragnarok, it was a hilarious movie. Many say that this is one of their favorites in the MCU, and I can understand. But have you seen Thor Ragnarok? If so, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments below and follow me for more.